Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be going over drugstore items that I picked up at CVS that are relatively new, and we're going to be discussing, is it a go or is it going back? So I have been using these items over the last almost week, and I have some strong opinions here about the things I picked up. Let's start with the end. Let's start with a setting spray. It was sitting right here in front of me, so we're going to start with the last thing. All right, this is the Joah Selfie Ready Setting Spray. This one's called Do Me a Favor. And it's inspired by K-Beauty. So this is from the Kiss brand. Second ingredient in here is alcohol denat. It doesn't really have that noticeable of a smell. And as you can see, it's got a very fine mist. There are levels of I feel dry. And this one's level is go wash off all the makeup you just put on because this is uncomfortable dry. This setting spray makes my face feel like I just sucked the life out of it. Next, we come to WetNWild Pump Makeup Locker. All right, I just happened on this cute little thing. I know that the WetNWild Photo Focus foundation, everybody loves. No, not everybody, but a good many people love that foundation. And I wouldn't know, okay? Because when I put it on, the stink of it gave me an instant headache. And so I took it off. And it smells like wall paint. True story, one time when I was at work, they were painting and I had to go home with a migraine. Right? So whatever the paint smell is, I can't, it's a no for me. The first thing I did in the store, and this kind of upsets me that you can do this in the store, is open this up and smell it. It does have a scent, don't get me wrong, but it is not like the Photo Focus. So it doesn't smell like paint. It has, I don't know, I mean, it doesn't bother me. So then I saw, oh, well, this is a foundation. Right? No, it isn't. It's a BB cream. The pop display, I don't remember what it was, but whatever it was, led me to believe that this was something that you're supposed to be able to just throw in your gym bag. Okay, it's for that lady at the gym who maybe she just got through working out and she needs to go to work, or she wants to go somewhere or something and she doesn't want to look all hot and sweaty, so she can do her face with this at the gym. Just throw it in your gym bag and it's ready to go. In the cap of this is a highlighter and a concealer. And then in the base of it is the actual product, which is the BB cream. It's got a paddle. You have to set this down. If you don't, you can just go like that and take it right off your face. When you set it down with a powder, it gives me those polka dots in my pores kind of look. What made it work was to put it on my face and then take a setting spray and just spray it, okay, so that it's set. But it only lasted 3 hours before it was in every line and wrinkle on my face. So the highlighter looked good on my nose, didn't show up on my cheeks. No, that's the concealer. I wouldn't wear this if I was just going to run to the bank. I have the L'Oreal Infallible up to 24-hour fresh wear foundation, and I have it in 415. All right, so this foundation is supposed to be medium to full buildable coverage that lasts all day and allows the skin to breathe. It says transfer resistant, and I feel like it doesn't have a lot of transfer on my phone. It did hold up pretty good against me doing this, rubbing my face, itching my eyes, and yesterday I wore it on the right side of my face, and I put the Laura Mercier Flawless La Mer Radiance Perfecting Foundation on the left side of my face. No one knew the difference. At the end of the night, when I took off my makeup, I felt like there was more of this on the right side of my face than there was this on the left side of my face. So I guess it held up on my face better, but I like the look of this one better, and I should for what that one costs. What I don't like about it is that it's not Pro Glow. I have to mix my BECCA Backlight with this to get the finish I want. I knew when I bought it that I was just buying to review, that this was probably going to be a foundation that I didn't really love the finish of, so I'll just continue to mix it with my BECCA Backlight. This is the new L'Oreal Unlimited Mascara. It's got a thing over there that prevents this from happening until you actually take it off to use it, but it bends, and you may be asking yourself why. Well, a lot of us who've been around for a while with makeup here on YouTube can remember the days when we would, on purpose, bend our wand so that we could do our mascara. It just sometimes makes it easier to put on your mascara if it is at an angle. And they also made this slant on here, kind of like the Tarteist mascara. That was what I liked about it, was that slant, because it makes it so you can put your finger like this and it becomes an extension of your finger. So I really like that. This is the wand on it. So what we're looking at then is that Christmas tree kind of wand that I love, because you can get the inner lashes really easy and the outer lashes very easy, and it bends to help you do that. I really like that. The formula is what you would expect from L'Oreal. I'm wearing it today. I love this mascara. So this is a winner. Physicians Formula Butter Eyeshadows. And I went, what? I lost my mind. I love the butter bronzer. I love the butter highlighter, the butter blush. I think they could have had some more ranges of color that I would have liked better. But overall, I was a fan of the butter formula. So on the Physicians Formula website, I got the palettes and this blush, and I got this at the CVS. This is going back. I am so sorry that I am not wearing this stuff for you today. Okay, but I didn't want to be a mess. I'm hoping that I'm going to record another video, and I just did not want to be a mess again. But I'm going to show you. Okay, there you go. That's a pretty color, right? But can you see this is an oil slick? I would say that this reminded me of this L'Oreal Color Riche Shine. But no, this has more opacity to it. This is Shine, which I'm not a big fan of for the same reason. It slides around too much. It goes up in my lines and wrinkles. But look how oily this is compared to that. It feels like you have oil on your mouth, which for some may feel really good, but it's so oily that it slides into your mouth, right? And now I do want to say that if you can manage to keep it on your mouth for a little bit, it will actually have a nice staining effect on your lips. This one here is in Mauvin 2 Brazil, and it like melts down into your mouth, and then you can taste this horrible taste. And I don't know what this is. I don't know if the taste is SPF, if the taste is what the Murumuru, if the butter. I don't know if that's what the taste is. I don't know what the taste is, but it's so nasty that I cringe putting this on. I don't know what was wrong with their other lipstick formula. I liked it. This is a hot mess. The Argan Wear Ultra Nourishing Argan Oil Blush, and it had this overspray on it that was gold design that I didn't appreciate having to take a brush and dig off. But who wants to have gold glitter all over their face? This smells like Aquanet hairspray to me. Oh, it's so strong, and if you leave it open overnight like this, it will not come off the product. It is just horrible. And watch this. Okay, so here's the blush color. Ugh. It just wipes right off your face. This stinks. I like the smell of butter bronzer. It's not something that makes me want to puke. This does. And I have seen so many people that are going, oh, it smells just like the butter bronzer. No, it don't. Not mine. Mine smells like chemical butter bronzer. Smells like the butter bronzer took a bath in a bunch of chemicals. I smell chemical here, not coconut, not pleasant. Okay. Same thing on this one. When you look at these, it's reminiscent of the patterns that you might see in the butter bronzers. And some of these shades do feel like, when you run your finger over them, the butter bronzer. And I'm not saying that every shade in here is a dud. For example, in this palette here, this is the Tropical Days palette. That orange is to die for, okay? This orange looks spectacular. Actually, these ones right here in the middle of this palette, those don't do too bad. And like this one's good. Those two are crap. That's crap. This is okay, but it blends away. This is not a bad lid shade. Some of these you have to get wet. These two, no, these two are good. That one's good. That one's crap. You know, it's just a hot mess if you ask me. You see this shade? That shade right here? This one is in the Sultry Nights. You see that one? You know, you got to really work on this to get this, okay? Look at that. That looks pretty, don't it? Ooh, look at that. Look, look. This crumbled. If I had done a first impressions when I first opened this, you would have seen this shade, and I put it on with their sponge tip applicator. You would have seen this shade crumble off my eye and fall into my eye. It was so bad. I was scared of it. You touch these a few times and they'll rock pan on you. The formulas for each one of these eyeshadows, they are not the same. I normally don't go on YouTube and look up what people are saying about something before I review it. But I had already made up my mind about this and been complaining to my friends about this and everything else. I just wanted to see, is anybody else making good looks with this? I saw younger girls that were making pretty good looks with these. But that's not what I achieved. Physicians Formula is a brand that got started by a doctor husband who his wife was really sensitive, right? So he made makeup for her and she was really sensitive. So I'm thinking, am I the only one that this is hurting their eyes? This made this is why I didn't do the look for you. I'm not willing to put this back on my eyes again. I did this for 3 days and not just one look. I was doing multiple looks and no, this would make my eyes itch. And then no matter what I did after that, my eyes were burning and I've never experienced that anywhere. And I gotta say, it has to be all this fragrance in here on my eyes. I think the fragrance is too much for my eyes. The first look that I did with this, I tried to, like any other palette, just look at the colors and decide what I wanted to put on my eyes. And it was ugly. I did not like it. I felt like initially when I got through with the look, it didn't look too bad, but I was having trouble with the shadows I was picking, and it just kind of blended into each other and looked muddy. The next time that I did it, I noticed that these are like in quadrants here. See? So I thought, oh, well, maybe you're supposed to use these together, these together, these together, you see? And that's why, because there are different textures in here. And then I noticed on the back, there's actually instructions. So I tried to create a look using what they said. Still didn't like it. Some shades in here do feel like butter. Like these feel like the butter bronzers. But I feel like they're too powdery and they just blend into each other to give a muddy look, and I don't like. The shade that I was the most interested in was this one. And you have to stick your finger in here to get a look. You got to rub that really hard, because I wanted this green really bad. I went to Shy Guy and I asked him about my look, and at that time I had this in the crease, this on my lid, this was in the inner third, I had this in the tear duct. On the other eye I had this green on my lid, I had this brown in the crease. I deepened out the outer part of my eye with that one, and I went under my eye with this one, and then I went out there. So I've got purples and greens and browns on this eye, and I've got rusts and gold and on this eye. And I go out there and I say, honey, what color are my eyeshadows? And he goes, I don't know. It's shiny. I think this one is pink. It was rust. He didn't see green at all. Real quick, I want to show you something else. So I saw this girl, and she put this on her eyes. You know, she's doing this with this shade that is totally rock panned. And she has this on her finger. So we're just going to leave this here, right? She's doing this with her eye. She puts it on her finger. And you have to kind of do that if you want this to show up on your eye. So that's what she's doing. She's making a really pretty look that I could actually tell was green. I'm serious, when you do your eye makeup, you should be able to tell what the colors are on your eyes. Not it's shiny or it's dark. Dark and shiny aren't colors. Let's wipe this off. Okay, so now let's look at my fingers. Look how red it is compared to my other finger. Alright, so me and my discolored fingers are going to tell you goodbye. See, you can see these two right here were the ones that had the green shadow on them, right? I hope that was helpful to you. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Have you experienced any of these products? Are your thoughts the same as mine? Do you not agree? Let me know below what you think, okay? All right then. I want you to know, guys, you are the best part of the Fritzy family. And if you're not having a blessed day, please go out and be a blessing to somebody else. Until next time, love you, see ya, bye, and I'm out.
Sneak peek. No, not sneak peek. Sneak peek. Sneak peek. Sneaking. What is this? Binoculars? Ooh! You might as well just face it. Accept it. Just accept it. I'm not gonna grow up.
Who's outside?
Now they have this in another one that is matte. You just said that. Get your stuff together! What? What was that? A big stogie? This is a big stogie. And that was a pig. So the second ingredient in here is alcohol denat. I'm taking a hard pass on this setting spray because it made my skin feel like... Maybe we should rewind that backwards and try that. What that looks like when it's backwards. I know that the Wet n Wild photo focus on me. So I guess you just grab it by this and you throw it in your gym bag. For our breathable texture respirator. Respirable. Respirate. Alright, respirate with an able on the end. Did you guys know this is slanted? I never knew that was slanted until I tried to set it down and it's like a Leaning Tower of Pizza. Pizza? It's the Leaning Tower of Pizza. Alright, oh god. I'm gonna smell it all day now. This is the most awful blush that I have ever had in my life. Oh my gosh, look! That landed in the candle, and it's got candle wax all over it. Why are you throwing things when you have a burning candle? And my Alice in Wonderland's back there. Bad Mary.